Hey, hey, hey!
Hey, what's up? You ever do?
Hey, Greg says, "What's up, Greg? Evil Rick. Uh, who else? Dr. Harley's in here. Gloria's in here. Miss Dunaway, how are you? Evil Rick. I said him, I think. I believe
Yeah.
you
Hello, everyone.
here. So I got to send
Yeah,
that to
here we go. Get the music going.
Hellfire. How you doing? Which music, sir?
Your phone went off. That's what it was.
Yeah, that was the idiots that are calling me about my Medicare, my Type A and B. You know.
Okay. Hey,
You know,
they want to really test your mental health, huh?
oh yeah, they're trying to get me healthy, man. You know, hey,
Yeah.
Medicare, fix what ails you.
Well, well, it is the day after. To all our veterans out there, thank you for your services, and the ones that are here with us, and the ones that passed. God bless each and every one of y'all. And to the Marine Corps, happy birthday.
Birthday, yeah, it's a belated birthday now. It was the day before Veterans.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, it's good to get together with my brothers there. Yeah, one's in got three of them in the army, another in the navy, another in the marine, and they start passing the old jokes around the stuff. And I just look at all of them after a little bit, and I said, look, you need the Navy to get somewhere and stuff and everything. So don't be bashing the Navy too much and their stuff. You still need the Air Force when they got to fly you where you got to go. So it's like,
Well, the Navy has planes. Do Marines fly? I'm not sure. I think Doc, wasn't
you
you a
got
help repairman in the Army? Which the Army's, don't get me wrong, the Army's got to have Army too. That's infantry. How you doing, Shaka?
Shaka. How you doing, sis?
In here too? Yeah, you were Army. Yeah, yeah, go Army. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with Army. Your dad was Navy.
Oh,
Gloria's dad. Talk about dark. Yeah, I know you can't drive on
yeah.
one. Yeah, we have.
Light on,
You can't drive on.
light off,
Yeah, we have
light on, light off.
did that time change thing. How do you guys feel about the time change? As a matter of fact, before we get into nice discussion, I can't do it again. Hold on.
Ah,
Anyway, yeah, the time change. It screws everything up for weeks. Me, for me.
no, it's trying to just realign you to where you're waking up. So
It sucks even
you're,
more.
when you waking up with this, the sun's starting to pop up. Even with the time change is still freaking off.
Hell yeah,
You know?
Salty Badger says the Navy when the Marines need a Uber.
Yeah, that's it.
I like that one.
And when they need the Air Force for a lift.
That's funny.
Oh shoot. Yeah, that's all it is. The whole time change is trying to keep up with where the sun is at. So
Well,
I mean, and here it is 6:36. All right, and it's already dark. And during the summer months, it's not getting dark till almost 9 o'clock. See, I'm getting at it's still off. It's off by really. If you really want to look at the time change and everything, it's off right now about 2.5 hours.
what overall, as far as the Atlantic time?
Yeah, I mean, because in the morning, and everything, the sun's popping up. It's like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning now, instead of
It,
7 or 8 o'clock.
I'm with you, Greg. It says messes with his mental health. I think the springtime change is worse on me. Yeah, because you're going forward and losing an hour. Yeah, yeah. I'd
Yeah,
rather stay like it is right now. But like you're saying, but that's really because of the weather change. Dark is why it does
true.
that.
Yeah, our days are shorter. Our days are shorter because of the winter months.
Something
Uh,
people complain about only twice a year. I agree with that too, Shocker.
so
Maybe that has something to do with our distance from the equator. Yeah, it definitely does. The early sunset and the late sunrise. If you want to be, sunny all the time, move to the equator. It's sunny most of the time there. Time change should go away. There's a state in the U.S. that does not take part, and the rest of the world does not have the time change. Yeah, I was wondering how we should ask Flossie sometime how she doesn't do time change. So I guess it doesn't affect her. Indianapolis doesn't do time change. So it's Illinois or Indiana, I mean, that doesn't do time change. Theirs is always an hour behind me anyway. I think there's 2 states that do it, Greg says. Well, anyway, tonight's subject is men's health, and it's Movember, men's mental health of November or some shit like that. Anyway, you're
yeah,
supposed
but
you're supposed to
no
see a
shade.
psychiatrist and your family physician.
It's also no shade November, so no shaving your beard.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I ain't shaved in years anyway. Arizona does not do the time change. Move to Arizona then. Hawaii or Alaska. Well, evidently
Yeah,
Indianapolis doesn't do time change. That means Indiana doesn't. Correct? Wouldn't you say? Where's Frog at? You in here, Frog? I bet he's doing another show somewhere. Just kidding, Frog. Thought you could. Yeah, yeah. Well, I have cut down to under a day because the patch was making me sick. So I've decided to, just try to do it without the patch. Every time, even the grade 2 patch was making me sick, Steve. My mental health ran away many years ago. Did it, Evil? Come on now. Arizona and Hawaii,
well,
they don't deserve a time change. Okay, they do have the time zone in the middle. Okay, Indiana does. Alaska does time change, but it don't save much daylight in the winter. It did. Isn't it? Is it dark in the winter up there? I guess, and in the summertime it's not. Or it's
it
24 hours.
really don't get dark.
Well, don't they get 24 hours of daylight one time a year or some shit?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that'd be cool. It'd be a party. Yeah, can't smoke the patch. Exactly. Your mental health.
So J-Man,
Yes, sir.
J-Man, on a serious topic, how is your mental health?
I think it's all right. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm depressed. Sometimes I think I'm over impressed. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I love being on the bike. What's up, sick bastard? If I get on the bike, my mental health is really good.
Oh, that goes back to the clarity we get. It's a therapeutic release.
Well, you have to be clear-headed more or less to watch out for all the dummies that are out there. You don't really have time to think about the stupid stuff. At least I don't.
True, I agree.
I try to
So,
pay attention to what I'm doing. Like we just had the turkey run on Saturday, and I ran blocker, and I got a video that I'm going to be putting together and try and get out. It's I did it a little wrong, I guess you should say, but nobody would move over like we were supposed to. We were supposed to go single file. That way, the 4 of us that were doing the blocking could get up back up to the front. Well, I kept having to run out over the WL line and shoot up there. One time I came close to a pickup truck, but I had plenty of time and he saw me. So, you know, there were 16 bikes. That one dude finally backed off and I got in between them. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I just went back around the guy that was in front of me. But yeah, they were supposed to go, like I said, single file. That way the blockers could run right up the left side and stay in the lane. But we made it. It was like a 50 some odd thing around India. Went from where we at in Cincinnati here through Indiana and then back down to Cincinnati.
Okay. Sounds like a nice run.
Yeah, it was about a 55-mile trip, but it was warm as hell, so it wasn't like it was, you know, the frozen turkey part of it was the turkey I took to the thing, to the donation. What's up, T-Bone?
Hey, T-Bone. How you doing, man? Talking about Mr. Freddy Cougar there.
Yeah, I enjoyed your episode on the NWA. Yeah, I remember them days. I watched all those programs.
So that's the third thing. So overall, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I've been pretty good. You know, the wife's treating me great, and you know, I need to treat her better. But you know, what can you do? Except
So she hasn't got the frying pan to you yet.
yeah, she hasn't hit me yet today.
Okay. Oh, today. Oh, okay. Yeah. And do tell. What did you do to get the frying pan out?
What do I do to get the frying pan out? No, she's the best, man. I've seen a lot of guys with a lot of girls, and mine's the tops. Sorry, Rob. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, mine's a little better than yours.
So,
did she come in?
And that's the third thing. Is your bike tucked away for winter, or it's
My bike is not put up for the winter. No, I will ride any 40-degree or better day. You know, as long as it's not raining or snowing. We just had a snowstorm, as a matter of fact, which kind of was depressing.
that was the deal with my they laid out the salt the other day, and that was it. She's in the garage. The tender is on the battery, and stabilizer put in the fuel, and checked all her fluids. And, you know, she'll get changed out in springtime. You know.
Yeah, it'll be springtime if we even look at her again. Shame on you, man.
No, I get to go out in the garage and look at her, bit and just, kind of dream and stuff. And that kind of helps my mental health, because it's going to be that time, that day when the salt is washed away and I could be able to make love to her again and have my sex with her again, okay? So do not touch on my mental health there, okay?
Okay. Hey, did you know it's not an affirmative answer or a no answer? Okay means either one. Did you know that?
Huh.
Yeah.
No, I just learned something new.
I just heard it the other day from what's up, Frogzilla? A linguistics expert I was watching. Yeah, that's what he had to say. So, yep, it's not an affirmative or a non-affirmative answer to a question. Somebody says, I don't know what question they ask you, but if you go okay, it could mean yes or it could mean no. Okay.
I did get a propane line tied into the pot belly little log burner and everything, but I made it a propane burner.
For the garage.
And yeah, for the garage. And I just gotta go. I got a little, little 20 pound, 12 pounder propane tank. I need to go get a bigger one. Called Tommy. He's supposed he's placing an order for a 40-gallon tank that I'll have outside on the back of the garage, and I'll run a fuel line to it. So when I want to be out there, I can fire that baby up, let it warm up the garage a little bit, and go out there and hang out.
I'd love to get me one of those like you see in the bars, that are them stand up ones that have the funnel that comes down and shoots out heat.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to get.
I just didn't want to drill a big old hole in the side of the wall, and run a pipe out and go up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with a potbelly stove, you'd have to do that.
No, my freaking garage is so drafty right now, man. There's no insulation to it, so.
Then you're serving no purpose, dude.
Hey, it's just to warm it up a few degrees so I can be out there comfortable for a little bit, okay?
Right. Okay. I get you. You got a refrigerator out there?
Actually, I do. I bought a little office refrigerator, so I gotta build my bar out there. That's all.
About Sparky. The last time I talked to Sparky, he was in pain and decided that he would not be on tonight. I'm sure he's watching, though. He's probably just lurking out there.
I get healed up, Sparky.
Yeah, get healed up, Sparky. Yeah, he had surgery, and he'll tell you guys all about it in his own way. So, wish you lived closer, Dark Soul. Greg McGee has 4,100-pound propane tanks he'd give you. Oh, you've got 400 pounds. He's got 400 pounds. Okay, not 41. That's a big ass propane tank.
Yeah, I would need a big ass trailer to come get that.
I was people who say right are not intelligent. And I said, I know, right?
It's as far as my mental health goes, I get my ups and downs, my life is chaotic, and I am trying to find the peace in between all of it. It sometimes could be a challenge.
That's for sure. Especially when you have raised your children and now you're having to raise more. That's a big. I don't want to say headache because I love children and they're always a joy to raise, but it's the hard work that you have to put in. When you should be relaxing now, enjoying it. What's up, Riding on Threes?
Hey, Riding on Threes, how you doing, man? Oh, that's where my challenge has been. I love my grandkids, don't get me wrong. But you're being a grandparent, you're supposed to be able to enjoy, spoil, and give back. I don't have that luxury because I cannot spoil because that's going to cause problems later on down the road for me. I'm already dealing with some of from earlier and stuff. So I try to make do when I can, you know what I'm saying? So prime example, Jackson's dad dropped off his son last night, and I had to deal with him, today. And he's 2 years old, 100% boy. I mean, balls to the wall, terrorize whatever, So, and then he'll turn around, he'll hit his sister or hit his cousin, and try to correct him to say, it's not nice to hit girls, and so forth. So But anyways, Jay, man, I'm gonna step out for a minute. Hold down the fort for a minute. I gotta get a vehicle to move so I can unload this fuel.
Evil Rick says to come down and hang out with him for a few days about a lake, and he will straighten you out, calm you right down.
I know he will. He'll
Oh,
be just like you.
Cold down
He gave me that 420 on the side.
it would be cold down there right now. But yeah, go ahead. How you doing, Mythical Rider, tonight? Guys are not the road. Okay, and if we're still on when you get home, tune back in. See you, T-Bone.
Ma'am, can you move over there? I need to get right here to unload.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing something real quick.
What's up, man?
So they get out here to move theirs, I don't have it. And I'll be going my way.
Glad you stopped in. We're just talking about men's health and mental health. There was.
Can you move your vehicle?
I mean, this
Yeah.
is a bad
Give me
thing,
a minute.
Yeah, I need to unload.
but there was in 2023 there was 39,000, over 39,000 people that committed suicide. Men that committed suicide due to mental health. So if you are having where you're worried, you need help, there are places. I don't have the number. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. But there's the men's suicide hotline. You can always reach out to them and get you some help. National Institute for Men. Where's the number? I cannot but show more. Do that. Overall rate. I'll give you a little couple things here. The age-adjusted suicide rate for men was approximately 22.8 deaths per 100,000 of population, nearly 4 times higher than the rate for women. So theirs was 5.9 per 100,000. The highest risk are aged 75 and older. I wonder why it would be 75 and older, because you think if you're that old, unless you don't have anything, well, let's not go there. That's kind of boring. Method of use was more often than not firearms. And education, the starkest increase in the rates has been for men without a bachelor's degree. So, yeah, get a bachelor's degree and it might help you. Just saying. I can't find the suicide hotline number. I know information would probably have it. Or should I say unaliving? Sorry, guys. Last year's rates are not available yet, so that's why I went with 2023.
There's something I brought up. My wife, she works at the VA home, the old lady. Okay. And maybe some of you veterans can answer this. There's been some homeless veterans around my town. Okay. And I tell them, especially here in the winter months, I'm like, why don't you go down to the veterans home, and they'll, that way they have a roof over their head or whatever, and they're out there holding signs and everything, that they need food or something like that, panhandling. So it just makes me wonder, and my wife kind of went into it. She said they got to go through a lot of freaking red tape and which I call BS on, flat out BS. Yeah,
Right. Well, the chat put the 988 is a number you guys can dial. Anyone can dial. Yeah, that's what just probably help is available. Dial 988.
yeah.
Now my phone's gonna probably think I was thinking about it. and just because you have thought about it, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you have to get help. Just the more you think about it, maybe you should. I'm just saying. Most veterans don't even have shelters for veterans, VAs. I know at least one in Chattanooga that doesn't. Chattanooga, Tennessee, I imagine. More homeless veterans than beds, but there are houses for the illegal immigrants. It's bullshit.
But
Sure.
I with that statement there, that is.
Well, the immigrants that have been coming in illegally have been taking away and driving the price of homes up so bad. That's why Donald Trump wants to come out with this 50-year loan to where you'll be in your 80s by the time you pay your home off. If you get one in the 30s, and you end up paying $700 to $1 million for that home, they're just mistreated, abused. Why would they want to? Are you talking about the homeless veterans, or are you talking about the immigrants? Yes, the VA system sucks. It really does. I know countless veterans who tell me that they think it sucks. That we had a veteran that worked for us. He got our health insurance just to supplement or go to rather than the VA. Struggling to pay rent even with a great job. Yeah. If you don't make right now in the United States, if you don't make $78,000 a year, you're barely getting by. And that's two people. If you're not making $78,000 a year between two people, you're barely getting by. And even at $78,000 per year for two people, you're barely getting by. I'm just saying. New vet housing being built in Fayetteville, Arkansas. That's pretty cool. I would donate to something like that.
What? Here you go.
His last veteran appointment, VA appointment, he personally saw two vets that came into the clinic asking for help, and the VA couldn't see them, sadly, and they tried to get them to go to local ER instead. Okay, yeah.
Well, that was that bill passed when first Trump administration passed in his first term, that they could choose any, instead of going to the VA, they can go to any doctor.
I think that would be a better thing too. You can go to any doctor, and that doctor should take your Veterans Administration insurance.
Yeah. So
that's so true. I have a lot of veteran friends who say the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, well, you got to go to the ER. It's especially I don't think our veterans hospital has an ER. I have to drive by it and take a look. I imagine it would because they are a hospital, but I don't remember seeing any emergency anywhere on the building. Yeah, we have a veterans hospital. They couldn't really see them being the social workers at the clinic. They're maxed out with that appointments. All they were looking for is mental issues. Yeah.
that's something else. The other issue of everything is the VA. If you do have a mental problem, which then they try to start taking away your rights. So you have that other aspect of that. So I mean, yeah, that rabbit hole kind of gets deeper and deeper. Just, my opinion on that, okay? Don't take my word for it.
Don't take it. What's up, Gunpowder Nitro? How you doing? Same old shit is going on, man. We're just bullshitting about the obvious.
Yeah, the real obvious is all that money that went out and stuff, how many homes they could have built.
Well, that's another thing. President Trump is talking about giving out $2,000 to people, low income people. And honestly, they should take all that tariff money and pay them, get the debt left after that. Go ahead and give out to them. Stuff too, right? And then take it. Just saying. Uh-oh. Now they're leaving messages. That's a message for my phone. Ding. But yeah, that's another thing. If you're not healthy, it does affect your mental. If you're disabled, for instance, it's weighing a lot on my brother-in-law, dude. And since he's been disabled, tries to keep his mind active and do things, but the more he does, the more it gets, turned around on him. Right? It should be exercises like any muscle.
Yeah.
Mute buttons are good. Mute buttons for who? Who you want to mute there, Mythical Rider? Rights are just like muscles. If you don't use them, they wither away.
True. I agree with that message.
Yeah. That's why you should keep that little packet that Evil Rick hands out that's got your constitutional rights on it. And know the majority of them if you don't. Because, if you ever need the Fourth Amendment, you better know how to use it, because the cops will stick it right around on you and take almost everything you got, won't they? Mythical Rider. Doc, you said, see that Suzuki 752 stroke shade tree surgeon mechanic bought? That thing was bad to the bone. Huh. Yeah, most of them bikes were 2-stroke 750, yeah. The other problem, though, is even with the even with that bill, a ton of doctors won't accept VA medical, just like they won't accept Obamacare either. Yet the VA can't keep enough doctors to keep up with the vets. Well, that's what another thing. How you doing, A-Drop? That's what another thing they're trying to do, Rick, and writing on trees is Medicare or medical care, the same for everybody. The same price, I should say. Not not trying to overcharge somebody.
I think it's Jamie. I think I shared that to you. It was this lady. She called the hospital. She called the hospital and asked about a X-ray. She called 6 different hospitals. They gave her a price with the insurance, and then she turned around and asked them, "What if I paid out cash?" The price was dramatically dropped when it was paid for cash. It just shows how bad it is with the insurance, because they're raking them over the coals.
Right, exactly. Yeah. The hospitals, if they find out you got insurance, it's a different price, and they screw you.
That's wrong. That's really wrong.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
Having Robert. Yeah, it's definitely wrong. Am I coming through louder now? Because I'm holding the mic a
Yeah,
little.
yeah, you're clear, man.
Everybody was saying that he couldn't hear me. Excuse me. Maybe that's why, because I got a frog in my throat. Ah,
Hey, Frog, he's talking about you now.
no, it's some gummy frogs, man. Them things, man. I love them things. Get a solid frame for when the band kicks in. Oh yeah, for the power band, yeah. Wow. I haven't rode a two-stroke in so long it ain't funny. There are operations that copay from your insurance is higher than if you paid cash. Really? What kind of operation? Like shoulder surgery, hip replacement, things like that? Because again, I would think that if you needed a hip replacement, it should be, say, $95,000. Whether you get it, either Rick, or if I get it, whether your insurance pays for it or I pay cash. It's that simple. I don't know what's so hard about this shit. You sit down and you say, okay, price. Everybody gets them all with that price. If you don't get it done. It's that simple.
That's where you're being sensible and common sense. That has left the door a long time ago.
Right. Man, that
I
was
mean,
as it
you got to
gets.
remember back in the day, the doctor used to come to your freaking house. You know, not now.
Two strokes are all that Pornhub needs. Needed. Yeah.
Oh man,
It's crazy when you got, like, I just switched from my insurance that I was paying $97 a week for just myself, to my wife's, and we're going to be saving $46 overall. If she would have jumped on my insurance, it would have been even worse. So it's like almost $400 a week for family plan, my wife, because there's only less than 30 people on it, and now that I'm not on it, it's going to go up higher. So but she has good insurance through her work, so I'm going to get on there and we're going to do that. Hospital,
after
we're going to
I'm
do,
on my way. So she's with the VA, so the state insurance.
yeah, insurance is a scam. Yeah,
But the whole real thing is to try to stay out of the hospitals. You know what I'm saying?
right. So what Riding on Threes is saying here, Dark, is he said his emergency appendix surgery, the hospital billed the VA 15 grand. The VA told them, here's 5 grand, and he doesn't have to pay anything. So yeah, the VA said this is what we're going to give you, plain and simple. So what did you go
Yeah.
to a regular hospital, I guess, to have that done? BRB, bring your own bottle. No.
Bring your own booze.
A CAT scan can cost you $1,000 with copay. If you pay for it, it's about $700 or $500. I had a MRI done, and I actually had 2 of them. It was $1,500 through the insurance, and I had to pay $500. Or $700, I think. It might have been $700 I had to pay. So basically, I paid for 1. Okay, yeah. All joking aside, be safe. You're out of here, Henry. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Take care, Henry. Be safe out there.
Be careful on that bike you got, man. It's getting a little wet up there in the north, isn't it? Doctors used to communicate to take care of their patients. Now you have to be in the middle person to figure out what the hell is wrong with you, and no one knows. Well, that's why they started putting it out on your phone where you can get my chart or whatever. That way you can tell the doctor actually what's wrong with you. That's, I don't know. That's what I think anyway. Yep, because the closest VA hospital to me is 2 hours away. Okay, yeah, and they told me to go to a walk-in clinic to be checked. Yeah. So yeah, you had to have it done right away.
Yeah, that's something you don't play around with.
Yeah, appendix. Yeah, you don't want to play with that.
Yeah, so
My
so
cousin,
how's everybody's mental health in the chat room there? Doc, we already know what yours is. You're doing good. You're fabulous.
Doc's always fabulous. Man, I broke it. How did I do that? Oh, it's just loose.
Oh, I had myself muted all that damn time. Oh,
No,
that's bad.
you were talking. You weren't muted. Or what time?
Jeez.
This is my I would say new, but I've had it for a few years. And I hooked it up a couple weeks ago. And that's why everybody's saying, hey, you need to be louder. I don't know how to turn it up because there's no volume on it.
Huh.
It's just a stick mic. I don't know. Thought I'd be slick with it, maybe hang it up. That way it looks like, like the other YouTubers. Oh, man.
Well, okay. I am going to drop some good news.
Dr. Harley said
good.
he is getting along today. Tomorrow might be different. So, me, myself, and I.
Copy that.
It's in my settings. I don't know. I don't think so. Let me see. Mic settings. Go ahead.
Okay, y'all remember at the beginning of the year, I broke my ankle. I had to have surgery. Okay, I got a plate and 6 screws there. Okay, so I was out of work for 3.5 months. All right. In that 3.5 months, I went on short-term disability, and that pay sucks. It's only a quarter of what I make.
Oh,
So I am.
I think
Yeah, I was
60% of what she made.
Yeah, no, it just literally sucks. Well, it goes off to 60% of what regular time. You got to remember, I work between 55 to 70 hours. I work a lot of overtime.
You make all your money overtime, right?
Yeah. So being on 60% of just regular pay, it hurts really bad in the pocketbook. Okay. Now, this is dealing with Harley Davidson and Harley Davidson Financial, okay? Not Harley Davidson itself, but Harley Davidson Financial. That's where my bike was financed through.
Wait a minute, Dark. Are you allowed to talk about this?
Yeah, I hadn't signed no NDA yet.
Okay.
So I'm saying it now before I sign it. I know a bunch of people out there have had this issue. Your due date's on a certain day. So like mine was all due on the 10th. On the 11th, they're calling me, wanting their money. Well, from January 18th,
work right now.
Yeah, January 18th, I already made my January payment. I called after my accident and asked for extension. Kind of give me a little break, a little cushion pad. They said no. Well, February rolled around. I didn't have the money to pay it. I had to, take care of getting food in the house, or pay partially, of the house bill or something like that.
The more
And, they started calling me on the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, the 15th, the 16th, the 17th. Then they started going not once a day to 2 to 3 times a day. A total from February, March, April, May, 398 phone calls. And 247 of those calls were robocalls. There is a law out there. You cannot call a debtor no more than 7 times in 7 days. And if they're robocalls, that is a big no-no. They're only allowed to call 3 times out of a week. And for every call they do, after you tell them not to call you no more, it is up to $1,500 fine. So here it is. This is not the first time this happened. They have done it to me every year. The 10th will roll around, and I would make the pay like on the 12th or 13th, whenever my paycheck roll around, and they're calling me. So the last 7 years, they've been constantly calling. Well, I finally sue their asses. Well, they end up settling. So I don't have to shell out $18,000 no more on my bike. They settle, and I'm getting a little bit of money back, which goes to the lawyer. I don't, I'm just getting my title. So it's settled, it's done, and I made dang sure they didn't delete the tree line, on the credit reports. It's all there, and it's showing paid in full. So that's good news on my part. So
it
holidays.
Evil Rick. It only changed from this mic to the other mic.
So that's some good news on my part. So there's a positive uplift on me.
Yeah, so you'll get a little cash, but not a lot.
Yeah, it's not paying the lawyer in full, so I still owe a little the lawyer something. Oh, $2,800, which
But you won't have
I
to
don't have
pay.
to. I told her I'll pay her a part of it in December and the other part in January, and we agreed on that. She's fine with it. So, but the title is on its way to me, and along with the paperwork for me to sign.
Yeah. Writing on 3 says you're knowing your consumer rights helps a lot. That's for sure. Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah.
Dark got over. I don't know if he got over, but because he had to put up with a lot of other, what I mean, bugging him almost every day or every day.
Yeah. Calling you. It's along the lines of harassment. It's what it is.
Well, even Rick.
So it's harassment. It's what it boils down to. And
do you have a bald spot?
No bald spot. No, I didn't see no bald spot. Okay. No, you're still got a little bit there.
Okay, cool.
So, but it's something that transpired and everything. I'm gonna let you know about mental health and that through that whole period. That shit weighs on you. How are you gonna pay for this? How are you gonna take care of that? And you got those. Hey, Grizz. Those 3.5 months were deal. And then I got better, got back to work, and then June came around. Then I had another setback, So this year has been a severe roller coaster, As far as that, if you were talking about the mental health and everything, because the wreck. I was more pissed off at myself. You could, ask Bedlam and, Donna and some other people and everything. I was so furious at myself, because I let that happen. And
Dude, I mean,
I know it happened.
it's not like
And
let it happen. It happened.
yeah. So
It's not an accident, my brother. But
see, it's even today. I get told stop beating yourself up over it. It's kind of hard, And, I mean, I got on the bike before I put it away and everything, and I went through here in PA. We got some of those stark curves and stuff, and I'm trying to mitigate and get my skill level back up there. So take care, riding.
yeah, you gotta walk the building down at work. Stay safe.
Y'all be safe. Be safe, man. So.
Man.
So, I mean, like I said, I was telling J-Man earlier, I said, this year has been chaos for me. Really, really chaos. I'm just trying to find the peace in the media of it. So.
You will.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I went and dumped another $45,000. I went traded my truck in for a bigger truck.
Oh my goodness. Why did you do that? You never said that. Damn, son.
I fell in love with a toy hauler. It's a Momentum 29G. It's got a 110-gallon water tank on it, and
So you had to have one, huh?
I needed to upgrade the truck to pull it.
Right. So you got a toy hauler and a truck?
No, the toy hauler is going to be about 3 years from now. Right now, I'm focusing on paying the truck off. So
yeah, you still got a camper.
No, I'm still got the trailer for the bike and everything. I'm still going to rough it for 3 more years. So
you need a mancation, is what.
Damn right, buddy, I do.
Yeah, contact.
I'm already planning next year.
Man, I would think about it, Rick, but it's too damn cold down there, man.
I leave here in another week and a half to go take care of my dad, and my situation down there. He fell yesterday. He's got a broken nose, and he has 3 in his upper jaw area right through here. It's broken in 3 places, and they're talking about surgery. So, stop putting the plate in. So, making a trip down.
What did he fall on?
He went. His dementia is really bad and everything. He became very combative and stormed out of the house, and my sister kind of chased after him. He fell, not grabbing a hold of him, just kind of being behind him. He slipped and fell, and his Parkinson's is real bad too. So that's the reason I told my mom. I said, we need to look into something to where you can get the proper care. It's like assisted living or something. So, like I said, this year has been chaos.
Saying sorry to hear that. Yes, that's crazy, Dark. You never said that earlier. I'm sorry.
That's all right, man. The deal is, look, I've been knocked down before. It's how you get back up.
What's up, Mike Ball?
So, hey, Mike Ball, how you doing, man? So, by example, Mike Ball, had his accident and everything, lost his leg. He got back up, overcome it, and that's the way I was raised. You get knocked down, you brush it off, and get your ass back up, and plow away. If I needed money, I worked harder.
Yeah.
So as far as what my mental state is, a lot of times I just don't give a fuck.
That's Yeah,
So
I try not to, but it's just too damn hard, man.
now, do I care about things? Yeah, I care. You know,
So what are you dropping there, man? 10,000?
8,500.
8,500.
Yeah, 8,500 gallons.
Oh yeah. Not to bring something else morbid up, but the last 5 minutes we got. Uh, the gasoline that blew up going to Hawaii. Man, have you ever heard of them taking a tanker plane over there like that? They were taking
You talking
gas.
about that? You talking
Oh,
about that UPS plane that crashed?
yeah, yeah.
I didn't really look into it much like that, but the videos I did see, that's a fireball.
Yeah, it was like 45,000 gallons of gas or some shit like that.
Oh, you gotta look at what's in the wings and stuff, all that. You know,
Well, no,
what it is?
it was actually taking fuel to Hawaii. Gas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it was such a fireball.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha now.
it did have the aviation fuel in it too. But yeah, that was crazy, man. Ends up like 13 people have ended up dying from it. God rest her soul.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just crazy things that happen in the world, man. Yeah, and that affects your mental health too. You know, worrying about whether if I get on this plane, is it going to go down? Um, if I jump in this Uber, am I going to get attacked by the driver? But yeah, we're about at the time there, Dark. So
Okay.
you're wanting to get your shit done there, I'll let you get off of here and because I got some store stuff to do. I got to go get some water because Cleve's water sucks. That's right. I said Cleve City water sucks. You got to go buy freaking distilled water from the store.
Well, we already talked about that, Jamie. What you needed to do.
Oh yeah, with the salt thing or whatever it's called.
No, yeah, I told you get a couple barrels. Take one barrel, drill a hole at the bottom of it, drill one at the top. You feed the water through the top and go out to the bottom. Your first layer is sand, second layer is charcoal, another layer of sand, another charcoal. Of course, at the bottom, put a filter down there, so you don't get some of the sand. And then you go into another barrel with a couple other filters, and you got purified water.
Okay, that's how you do it if you don't have the chemical stuff. Yeah, when it's your time, it's your time. You got that right, Robert. No point in worrying about it. See, but that's just what I was saying. If if you have a mental problem, you would worry about it. Maybe to the extreme.
Well, I'll say this to that: get yourself right with the Lord, and whenever you do go, you got no regrets.
Right.
Okay, so
Got back up. What's that? Evil Rick. Oh yeah, Dr. Harley's. Yeah.
okay, Doc. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, gals, y'all stay safe. Keep your head in the right moment. You get down and about, just reach out to a friend. Reach out to somebody and vent. No, J-Man, I picked up the phone with you and with Rob and my other brothers. I've got a vent. I'll let you know. So, with that being said, take care. Everybody, stay safe. Love y'all.
Yep. Later, everybody. I'm waiting for Evil Rick to post his famous one. Yeah, and Evil Rick says you got his number to call him. If you need a mancation.
I hear you, Rick.
Barbecues and fire, he said, or something. Thanks for everybody tuning in, checking out what we had to say about whatever we had to say it about. Peace, y'all.